What up everybody, it's your girl July from Kickback Couture. Today I'm going to show you how to make this in Ableton Live. UK drill. Alright, so the hi-hat. I'm actually going to delete everything I have. This was all in my template. With this hi-hat, you want to put it in like this. My tempo is 145. So like skip 1, 2, add 1, skip 1, 2, add 1, and then you repeat that pattern over. So this is like the basic pattern right here. And you can leave space in between, so we can duplicate this, delete this. Same thing here, delete this one. But if you wanted to keep it there, you could. And what you would do is add like ghost notes. Ghost notes, not in the terms of where you can see what's underneath and match MIDI notes or keys, but in the terms of where one of the notes or the note is lower than the one before it. So for example, it'd be something like this. The velocity is lower than the following note. And you just duplicate that and add it in. Like so. And I just did that randomly, right? So let's go ahead and add some reverb to that. I have some Valhalla vintage verb over here. And just to go through my melodies real quick, they're coming from Falcon, the titanium preset bank. Back to the drums. Now, you could also do something like, let's actually keep that, I'll make another clip. You can do something like this, where you have rolls. So it'd be like that basic pattern I told you. Skip 2, skip 2, skip 1, skip 2, skip 2, skip 1. So basically, you could add a roll here. And I'm just gonna grab slice notes 2. Let's add one here. And let's duplicate this over. Two here. If you don't have slice notes, I have a video up in the card you can check out to see how to use it and get it. And again, we can start adding those ghost notes. So bring this down. Gonna copy this over to the empty spots. So like I said, that basic is skip 2, skip 2, skip 1, repeat. Maybe you could leave space. It's all up to you. Or you can get crazy, add some rolls, and do some pitch changes. So let's go to the snare next. The snare can be done a few different ways. Let's go ahead and create a couple extra clips so that we can differentiate between them later. Let's put this on 4 is a good number. So the first way you could do the snare would be like this. The first snare would be where a regular snare would be on the 3, or in case in trap or double time it'd be on the 2, and then the second snare would be half a beat later. So rather than being, let's play this. So rather than being here, you're gonna move it back half a beat. And then repeat that, right? And how you can count that is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it lands on that 2 and the 4 and, right? So the downbeat of 2 and the offbeat of 4, right? So that's kind of how you can think of it. It's not the proper language for it, but it might help you remember to think of it like that. Then there's another way you can do it. Rather than have the first one on the beat and the second one on the off beat, you can have the first one on the off beat and the second one on the beat. So it'd be something like this. Let's duplicate it, make this longer. So for this one, rather than it being here, you would bring it back, and then this one would be in the right spot. Same here. I'm gonna put this here and then this one here. Third way we can do this. Snare. Actually, let's put it here. And this one would be early. So rather than landing on the 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, rather than landing on the 4, I mean, it will land half a beat early rather than late. So based off where a snare goes in traditional trap, you can move it half a beat later or half a beat forward. In addition to that, you can do some repeats, some doubles, and things like that. So it could be something like this. So you can get creative where you would like to place those repeats. If you would like to put them in your drum pattern, it's completely up to you. It's preferential. See which one of these I like best. Probably this one. Then we can go on to adding our percussion and whatnot. So make this length longer. Let's add this about here. I'm gonna open up the automation and get the panning information. Let's go to actually mixer speaker and we'll go to track panning, and it's automatically, the sample is panned bit to the right. So on the second half I want to pan it to the left, so we need to move down like this or so. Okay, it's panned to the left, so we're gonna pan it to the right. Alright, there we go. So something cool like that. Then we can go on to adding this percussion sound. Let's make this loop longer. Then we have our kick. And we place that kick. Let's hit play. Double this up. Let's actually get rid of that one there. So for the snare, I would like to double it up. So I'm going to come in here, add another snare here to bounce off of that kick that I added at the end. Adding ping pong delay to the hi-hat and the perk. My ping pong delay is coming from H Delay by Waves. My favorite delay. Let's go ahead and add this 808. Now the key of the melodies are in D sharp, I believe. We could double check that. And we're going to be adding slides too, so let's get into it. Duplicate. Let's see if this lands where I wanted to. I have my 808 on one-shot mode and simpler. If you want to know how to set the key of your 808s and set them up how I do, I'll put that video up in the cards as well. It also shows you how to find the key of your melodies if you're using loops. Now in simpler, I'm gonna go to the controls page, put glide on. Gonna pull this up to about 150 to 200 milliseconds. And I'm going to add some slide notes. And in order for these slide notes to work, these have to be out all the way. So this chord in this area, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp. Solo this 808 for a second. Let me hear what's going on. Alright, I like how that sounds. So I have successfully gone over how to create your drum patterns and your 808s for UK drill in Ableton. If this video gets 100 likes, I'll drop the drum kit for free in the description. Don't forget to subscribe. It's all culture, kick back, and cook up.